Hello, my lovies, and welcome to the first installment of What's in My Stash. So, I brought up the idea last time that not the last time, not on 20 episodes of I can't talk. Craftcast number 21, but on Craftcast number 20, about maybe doing a couple of segments here and there about what's in my stash. So here I am, and I am going to try that and see how it goes. Honest feedback would be very much appreciated. As you can see, I'm not in my chair. It's over here. My nose itches. Sorry, because I wanted the lighting to be better. If I was going to do this, I wanted the lighting to be true to color. So I played with the lighting a little bit before I got on, and I think this will work. So, fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. So, let's get started, shall we? None of this is necessarily new yarn, but maybe some oldies and goodies. um, we'll start with a seasonal yarn. Now, if you are familiar with these, you'll know these aren't this year's colors, but I still think they're gorgeous, and I just haven't gotten around to using them yet. They are the Karen Latte Cakes. And this one is that nice, pretty silverish blue. My finger was in here. Yeah. Color. See, a little bit better with the lighting and the color. Ooh. I'm also using my phone instead of my laptop, so I think that helps a little bit too. Anyway, this is in the colorway Blueberry Mist, so it is that nice silverish blue color. It's a bulky 5, and if you're familiar with latte cakes, this is gonna all be old news to you. It asks for a 6.5 millimeter knitting needle and a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is also a size K crochet hook. Machine washable and dryable, so easy to take care of. 58% acrylic, 42% nylon, extremely soft. I mean, silky, silky smooth, just beautiful. This cake is 8.8 ounces or 250 grams. It's got 530 yards or 485 meters in it, so definitely enough to make a nice size shawl. Or a couple of, see, I don't really like cowls. I don't like things real up close to my neck. I prefer, if I'm going to make a cowl, I prefer it to be looser or to make more of an infinity scarf. Excuse me. Got the hiccups again. What is it with me getting on here and then my hiccups come in? I don't get this. This says 3 balls will make this scarf here. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that this pattern is inside the ball band. Let's see, what else can I tell you about it? Made in China. I do believe this is pre-corona. So, and if it's not, I can guarantee anything that was living on here is dead now because I haven't used it since I got it. And well, like I said, it's extremely soft, very silky, very smooth. And this isn't the only colorway I have. I have a few other colorways here. So I'm going to put this one aside. I'm just going to show you the colors and tell you the names of the colors because all of the stats are going to be the same on them. So I've also got this beauty. I was very attracted to the greens and the blues and the grays in this one. Can you see that? I think it's showing up all right. With the light green, you can kind of see more of it over here, and the bright blue, and then like the silver in here. This colorway is Mineral Vineyard. Like I said, I mean, all the stats are going to be the same on it, so I'm not going to go through all that again, but I just thought the color together, all the different colors together on here was so pretty. The back starts with kind of that light green, so it kind of depends on where you want to start. Oh, never mind. There's a bright blue in the middle here. I missed that. But I have that, and I think I have. Nope, I just have one of those. I think when I bought these, I think my intention was to put these two together and to make some sort of scarf out of them, or a hat and scarf set, something that way. And I haven't gotten there yet. This next one I'll show you, I was very attracted to. I'm not much of a yellow person, so this might surprise you, because this one has quite a bit of the yellow tones in it. This is called Starfruit, and as you can see, it has the yellows, but I was more attracted to like these aquas and the tans in here, and like the off-white. There's a little bit of like right here is a really, really light blue. Yeah, that's not showing up too bad. I kind of like this. Maybe this is what I'll do. Anyway, but I like sitting over my chair. See, here you can see my closet. I've been organizing this room so that I have more of a craft space and more of an area to put myself and my crafting items. And that's why I got my chair. Anyway, I did pick up two of these because I did want to make something bigger with them. Excuse me. Oh, I got the hiccups. My gosh. How am I going to get rid of those? So, I did pick these up. They were on clearance. So I must have gotten them right at the end of the season. But I think my thought was to make something bigger, like a throw or something out of these, because I really do like the colors together and how they work together, even though I'm not much of a yellow person. And on that note, this also has plenty of yellow tones in it. This is the colorway Gray Shock. And I do like the grays. There's like a tannish gray in here, and then more of a dark gray around, and then you've got this bright yellow, and it starts again with like the tannish gray color. You see that this one fades together pretty well, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see like the yellow, and then the tannish gray color, and then the charcoal gray color, and then the bright yellow again, and then the tan, and it starts over. And this I thought was kind of cool because it reminded me a bit of lightning. I know that sounds kind of weird, but with the tan, but it just the light yellow fading into the tan and then into the dark gray just kind of reminded me of like a spark and of lightning in a, you know, like more of like an evening sky, dusk. Anyway, that's what attracted me to this one. I didn't really have anything intentional for it. I just picked it up because it caught my eye and kind of grabbed my attention. And that's all I have for latte cakes. And I thought, well, that's not going to be real interesting. So I did grab a couple other things. Everybody knows about latte cakes. I do have a couple of Burnett Pops. Again, these are a little bit older. Birch Bark and Blue is this colorway. Now I'm kind of a blue nut. I like cool colors. I like greens, blues, purples, dark reds, medium oranges. I don't like rusty pumpkin orange, you know, like that burnt orange. Not a fan of that. But I like a medium orange, like a fresh pumpkin orange, or like the fruit orange. Does that make sense? Which might have you in a little bit of a quandary of why I picked up these then, because they do have that goldish color that I'm not crazy about. But when I saw these, and this colorway is called Rainy Day, when I saw these, I checked all the stats and everything matched up, and I thought maybe a corner to corner with these alternating back and forth might not be so bad, you know, starting off with this one specifically, since it has that yellow in the center, and that would be kind of a nice corner, and then going into, you know, something like this, and then using this one again, and then, you know, finishing off with the other one. So a little bit about these. Now, Bernat Pop is obviously a cake yarn. It's a size 4 medium. Asks for a 5mm knitting needle and crochet hook. 100% acrylic. So you know, it says the care instructions are on the inside of the label. It looks like you can machine wash warm, tumble dry low. So they have the little symbols on here. And don't iron, don't bleach. There's another one here that I'm not sure what it means, but you know, just be careful with it. It's 5 ounces or 140 grams, which is approximately 280 yards or 256 meters. I'm going to go ahead and guess that this shawl pattern is on the back also. Yep, free pattern on the label. It's a crochet kerchief scarf. Can't talk. And it asks for 2 balls, made in China. Yeah, it asks for a H8 or 5mm hook for this pattern. That's a very pretty pattern. I'm wondering if that isn't made with this colorway, this Rainy Day colorway. But yeah, anyway, that was my intention with these when I picked them up, was to make a corner to corner or some other type of blanket with them, kind of alternating back and forth, because I thought the 2 colorways went very nicely together. And at some point, hopefully that'll happen. I've had them long enough, it should be done, right? And last but not least, last year when Hobium closed down, I bought 3 cakes of Etrofil puzzle yarn. It says designed in Italy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Is it showing up? No, that's just bright. Anyway, now this is an out of the design box yarn for me for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I had never ordered from Hobium before. Number two, this is a number 1 superfine yarn. It's very thin. Number 3, along with it being very thin, if you can see this, it is not spun together. It's just 4 loose threads just combined. Oy, it's just not going to come off, is it? Let's see here. Da da da! There we go. Can you see that? It's just 4 strands. See that? And they're not twisted, they're not wound, they're just together. It's like holding, you know, if you're going to hold 2 yarns together to make a bulkier weight yarn. Well, that's what they did with this. They just took a bunch of thread or thread-like yarn and combined them. But the effect is incredible because you have this light pink in the middle and it very gradually fades into this darker pink, which gives way into this gray and pink area that goes into this gray and purple, and then you get into this dark purple with the black in it in the very edge, and you can see more of that under the ball band there. So that's part of the reason I haven't used this yet. This is made in Turkey. It asks for a 2.5 millimeter knitting needle or a 3 millimeter crochet hook, which I have. I just, like I said, you know, this thinner yarn is so far out of my comfort box that I just haven't used it yet. Machine wash on 40 degrees Celsius, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not dry. I'm going to guess this is lay flat to dry. Machine wash, lay flat dry to dry, do not bleach. I mentioned it was made in Turkey. This has got 250 grams or 880 ounces. I'm not sure. This has 8,80. You know what that is? Enlighten me. I'm happy to learn. 1,000 meters or 1,093.6 yards. 55% organic cotton and 45% anti-pilling acrylic. So it's a cotton acrylic blend. It's color number PZ, which makes sense for the puzzle yarn, 003. You don't really have name colors on these ones, I guess. So I'm going to need to keep my eyes open, ears open, or if you have ideas, feel free to share for projects with yarn like this. And I have 3 of them. This one I bought to use, and this one I bought to use. Now this is going to have the same stats. Isn't that pretty with that deep bright blue in the middle? Love that. Again, Blue Freak. This is PZ004. And the ball band shows it's got like this gray and silver on the outside. I just love that. And I bought this one to use. So at some point, these 2 will turn into some type of project. I'm not sure what, but I'll find something. And I purchased this one intentionally only to look at because this reminds me of a campfire, and I love camping, and I just look at this and I almost instantly relax because it just reminds me so much, the colors remind me so much of that campfire, just the way they're put together with the orange and then fading out into a lighter orange with the yellow, and then this gray kind of reminds me of the ash outside of your fire, and then the black reminds me of your fire pit. So this was bought intentionally for decoration because it's gorgeous and it relaxes me and I love it. And it is color number PZ006. So there you have it. There's the 3 different types of yarn that I am showcasing tonight from What's in My Stash. I hope you enjoyed the first segment of this. Any and all feedback is welcome, as long as it's feedback. I can take constructive criticism. I do not tolerate, bullying or, intentionally negative or boyish type comments. I won't acknowledge them. I will delete them. But if you have constructive criticism, if you have ideas, by all means, I'm open. So, with that being said, I will let you go. Thanks so much for joining me on my first episode of What's in My Stash, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Stay lovely. Bye-bye.